Hey guys, James here. Haven't done a video in a while. I'm kind of behind on my new comic reviews. Um, First off, I want to tell you guys I've been really busy. Worked the past 8 days straight, so um, I'm trying to get caught up now. I've been watching all your guys' videos. I just haven't really had time to comment, and there's a few videos I'm still behind on. A lot of you guys are running contests right now. I'm gonna try to make some videos for those, for the ones that video response contests. But it's just a matter of finding the time to do it. Work's just been really hectic lately. So um, this is actually for last week's comics, new comic reviews, and then I'll try to get another one done today for this week's stuff. So we'll make this one a quick video. Walking Dead 102. Really enjoyed it. I love, how they're wrapping up this story arc with Something to Fear. They're really in a bad position. They don't know what to do with Negan and his group. They really don't know a whole lot about him. And they decide to, or at least it seems to, they've decided to lay low for a while and just do what Negan's group's asking for. Really interesting. Walking Dead, always a good book. Really enjoyed it. Curious to see where they go from here. Revival. It's only on its third issue, but I'm really enjoying it. You got some new stuff coming up in this issue. You found this guy that was a demonologist or something like that in the last issue. I don't remember his name. Make some additional appearances in here. Our police lady, she's back on the force. Her father's let her back as part of the unit that's investigating the revival. And a few things progress the story a little bit here. I'm not really going to go into this a lot. First issue, in my opinion, was still the best, but it's an interesting series. I'm in it for the haul for a while anyway, so enjoying that. Unwritten number 41. Again, this is a book I always enjoy. This is kind of a year back. This is when Tommy Taylor kind of came back to the world, and his vampire friend, or who was not a vampire to begin with, he's a writer. It's just more investigation to what and who Tommy Taylor really is, and what his powers are, if any. And, talking about the wound in Leviathan, and just it's kind of some backstory stuff. It's really interesting. I enjoy this. I always enjoy Unwritten. It's probably this is one of my top 5 titles. Doing a lot of the things where I'm figuring out what books I want to keep and what books I want to drop. Unwritten is one of those that doesn't even come to mind. It's not even a consideration if I would ever drop it. It's one of my favorite books that I get monthly. So if you don't check that out, you really should. Fables 121. I started probably the first or second story into this story, or first or second comic into this story arc. That was in Toyland. And I did that because Ghost Critic was always talking about how good Fables was. I am so happy that I got in on this book. This was the conclusion to that story arc. Absolutely fantastic. You have basically the rebirth of Toyland. I think they're opening up some new things, to kind of finish out this story, find out what is the brother coming back to life or not. At this point, he looks like he's dead, but you never know. But I really enjoy this. If you're not picking up Fables, that being the end of the story arc, next issue is probably a good time to get on with issue 122, and I highly suggest it. And then for new books, Extermination. A lot of you, I think, are missing out by not getting this. If if it's not something, this is a $3.99 book, and I'm anti $3.99 books, but I'll pay it for Batman, and this is another one I'll pay $3.99 for. You have what's his name, the Red Reaper and Knox, I think. Anyways, this parodies, I don't even really say parodies, but it mirrors a lot of like the DC and Marvel superheroes. And this alien invasion, it's kind of how they're going through that. And the cool thing about this, I like the way it's written. When they kind of throw a lot of information at you at the beginning part of these stories. And you're kind of like, what's going on? And then as the story progresses to the end of the book, it all starts coming together, and by the end of it, I just am like, oh man, when's the next issue coming out? So if you're not picking this up in singles, I definitely suggest you get this in trade, because I really think this is such a fun read. And even though it's mirroring some of these Marvel and DC characters, it's doing it in a unique way, and it makes the story new. It's not trying to retell Marvel and DC stories. It's taking these characters and kind of making them real people, I guess, and putting them in a really horrible situation where maybe those rules of good and evil don't apply anymore, and find out what do these people with powers do whenever shit gets real. I guess that's the best way to put it. Really interesting. I highly suggest it. So, first time here, please subscribe, like, dislike, comment. If you don't like something, let me know what it is, and hopefully I can improve on that. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.